be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that.
That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Mookie to hit.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
The Dodgers have raced out of the gate to start the season. Ohtani gets his lead at first with nobody out. And that one is lifted in the air. Thomas should have this one. Makes the grab, one away. Here's the Dodgers lineup now. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
And that one hammered way back there. Is going to go. His fourth home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 2-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty, one away. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Yeah, going back to their early performance, Boog, that's the kind of thing that gets the fans fired up. And it gets the players fired up, too. They start to believe it's going to be a big year.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
No balls, 2 strikes.
On the ground, right side. Marte on to first. Awesome play there.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Now it's the right fielder, Andy Pajes. Out to short, Perdomo. Tosses across to first. That's out number 3. 2-run shot for the Dodgers this inning. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back Back here in the desert and on the hill for the Dodgers, Dustin May. What do we have on him?
Well, he's been a very dependable starter for his club, and what stands out for me is that left-handed hitters have really struggled batting below 200 against him, and it just tells me they have a hard time tracking the baseball. Maybe it's the release point, maybe it's the motion, but just some way, somehow, they've got to figure out a way to pick it up and try to have some success from the left side.
Corbin Carroll leading things off. It takes a strike. Next offering is fouled back. That's down and in.
2 strikes.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. May comes set. Struck him out looking.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
Swing and a ball drilled center field. He makes the grab, and there's 2 away. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. This has been a good, productive lineup so far this year, currently ranking among the better teams in terms of total hits and runs per game.
Well, you know, this lineup sees it as very important to put the ball in play, Boog. I mean, this is an age where strikeouts are up so high and guys are swinging and missing, going for the fences, but if you can increase that contact rate, you can be a dangerous club. You get more guys on base, and then all of a sudden, when that big swing comes, see if this pitcher can get some soft contact. Let the defense work behind him.
There's a strike at the knees. 2 out, space is empty. Got him looking. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Arizona. They trail things here 2-0. New inning getting started. Here's the third baseman, Enrique Hernandez. Rodriguez back to work. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Ripped on a line. Gurriel handles the chance.
Batting 7th, second baseman Miguel Rojas.
Miguel Rojas at the plate. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. Line drive. Diving. Gets down. Could be extra bases.
Batting 8th, center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, James Outman. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and he'll play it on a bounce. They fired in quickly, So it's first and second with only one away.
Back-to-back base hits. That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
The batter will be Michael Conforto. Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Stretches out and hauls it in. The relay to third, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning, and now Josh Naylor. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Ground ball to the right side, and that's just foul. Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, definitely a borderline pitch right there, and he didn't look too convinced as he headed back to the dugout. You know, those are tough ones to let go as a hitter, but with the human umpire calling balls and strikes, it's always going to be on you to protect yourself with 2 strikes.
Hey, Eugenio Suarez up to hit now. And that is downstairs. 1-0.
No strikes.
And that's in there at the knees. Gary Simmons, our plate umpire today, sort of has a reputation as a pitcher's umpire.
Yeah, a little bit of a wider zone than most, I'd say. And a wide zone can be tough to deal with as a hitter because you have to start expanding what you're looking for, covering both sides. And with the stuff pitchers have today, you're just not going to have a lot of success.
And now the count is even. How much were you aware of the umpire scouting report, or even who was going to be umpiring?
Not a whole lot. I mean, there were a couple of umpires that weren't real good, but outside of that, you just kind of went into the game, especially back when I was playing.
2 down, bases empty. Now at the plate, Gabriel Moreno. First pitch misses. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit. Freeman takes it himself, and Arizona is set down 1-2-3. Nothing doing here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the Dodger leadoff hitter, Shohei Ohtani. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Fought off foul. Ohtani goes 6 feet 3 inches, hitting leadoff in today's game, and he was born in Japan.
So back in 2023, Shohei hit a home run, stole a base, and had a scoreless. You'll never guess the last person to do it.
Pablo Sandoval.
Oh, you're good.
I feel like I've heard that one before.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
1 out, bases empty. Swing and a ground ball. Perdomo. And Betts is gone. Two outs, bases empty. Will Smith steps to the plate for the Dodgers. He's already homered here in this one. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Thomas gets under it. Corrals it. And that's the third out. Set for the bottom of the third. Now, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
Left fielder, Lourdes Gurriel Jr.
That one not close. Ball one. And that's outside.
Right now, behind in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. No free passes. You can't allow that.
Fly ball down the line. Pages racing over to make the catch.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Alek Thomas in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the air, left field, down the line. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. They're still chasing it as he rounds second. In there safely.
That was maybe even a little off the plate, but no problem getting the barrel to it. Man, he does such a nice job, and that's what you're supposed to do with the pitch in that location.
So up next, Geraldo Perdomo. There's a strike. One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. And that misses. And the count is 1-1. Up the middle. Base hit and a run comes in.
Well done. Drives in the run. Just find a hole, right? That's the name of the game as a hitter. And obviously there are better ways to do it than a scribber through the infield. But sometimes you get lucky just putting it in play.
So the lineup flips over. This is Corbin Carroll. Struck out looking at his first at bat. Runner on the move. This one in the air center field. And makes the grab. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Diamondbacks, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Here's Ketel Marte. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Right through there for a strike. Perdomo off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand looks so good.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. On to inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Diamondbacks 1. Back here at Chase Field, start of the 4th. Freddie Freeman will come up to hit. And that is out of play. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Now batting, right fielder,
Great hands on that swing. Took the barrel right to the baseball, caught it out front, and ripped it into the gap. At that point, there's probably no question in his mind that he was going for 2. That's just a great feeling.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Andy Pages steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And that is cut on and missed. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Man at second. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And no one can get there. Freddie across the score. It's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Here's Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1 so far. On the ground, 2 ball. Marte over to second on the nailer. They got 2.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So 2 down now, and here is Miguel Rojas. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Marte throws to first in time. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusive. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the right fielder, Pavin. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. Late with the swing there.
Well, you got to find a way to catch up to that pitch. Perhaps shorten the swing, eliminate the stride. That one came in hot, but right down the middle, you're saying to yourself, how did I miss that pitch? Got to make a quick adjustment.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Here's Josh Naylor. Caught looking his first time up. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
The Diamondbacks down by a pair. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. High fly ball, right field. Pajes in position. He's got it. And there's 2 down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Next to hit for Arizona, Eugenio Suarez. His first at bat was a strikeout. And a foul ball. Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. Now the catcher up to hit, Gabriel Moreno. And that skips in the dirt. Yeah, that's fouled off. May delivers. That one ripped, but foul. Suarez leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two balls, 2 strikes to count with 2 outs.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where pitchers would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter. 2 consecutive base hits for this team. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
First and second, 2 outs. Now up next for Arizona, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. In the air out towards right center. And that is the inning. Diamondbacks strand a pair, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Back here in the desert, ready now for the 5th inning. And at the plate for the Dodgers, James Outman. Rodriguez back to work. Late on that fastball.
You know, these Dodgers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. One thing that really stands out to me is how they've only struck out 1 time. That's good discipline right there, and on top of it, they're producing more than a hit per inning.
In the air, left field. Gurriel has it sized up. And out number 1 on the grab.
All those numbers mean this offense is really making the defense work by just putting the ball into play. Anything can happen at that point.
And here is Michael Conforto. He's 0 for 1.
Hey!
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
This one in the air. Suarez hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Back to the top of the lineup, Shohei Ohtani steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Singled and scored back in the first. He's 1 for 2. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
Well, you got to be careful with this guy. 2 outs, nobody on. He's looking to drive the ball really far. So if you can't get him to chase your pitch, you might just pitch around him a little bit and deal with the guy on deck if you walk him.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So man aboard. Now it's the shortstop, Mookie Betts. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 left. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Diamondbacks 1. And we're back. John Shabby with my buddy Chris Singleton. It's set to get us started. Bottom 5, Alec Thomas. Pounding ball here, rolls foul.
Well, these Diamondbacks need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. May fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, he's been racking up the strikeouts, and what's so impressive, not walking anyone. I mean, this guy's just going right after hitters, filling up the strike zone, and it looks like hitters, they're trying to think with him, but they just are a pitch behind. Dominating stuff out there on the mound.
Perdomo batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch, and he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key. One down.
Stays alive. swing and a base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Corbin Carroll.
So back to the top of the Arizona lineup. And next is the designated hitter, Corbin Carroll. 0 for 2 in this one. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And a foul ball. Perdomo stands at first with 1 out. And there's the strike. Line to left, and that's a fair ball. Into second with a double, and they've got something brewing now.
Well, here we are, third time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
1 out, runner at second. Now the number 2 hitter, Ketel Marte. Check swing called strike, and that's strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Grounds 1 to short. Betts whips it to first. They get the out on Marte.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Pavin Smith now at the plate. And that one fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Brings it in for the 3rd out. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Corbin Burnes.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Soft contact in the air. Fakes the grab, 1 down. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. 1 for 2. The part about Burnes' journey that's so interesting, former 4th-round pick out of St. Mary's, where he pitched alongside Tony Gonsolin. Smoked on the ground to second. The throw to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder, Andy Pajes.
2 down, base is empty. Andy Pajes steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And that is that. Offense held in check there. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4-5-6 coming up. Back here at Chase Field. And now the first baseman, Josh Naylor. And that one missing low.
Ball 1, no strike.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
On the ground, right side. Down the line, and it's foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Fly ball right field. This could go the distance. Home run. And we have a tie ball game. It's 3-3.
This one feels far from over, Boog. Who knows how this game's going to play out now? He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch in that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrist to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the lob, and gets the home run.
Eugenio Suarez stands in now for the Diamondbacks. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
Trying to steal a first pitch strike with the breaking ball right there, but he was all over it in the box. Kind of sets up an interesting at bat the rest of the way. A little chess match here.
Foul ball, still 0-2.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at bat alive.
Close, but called a ball. Now 1-2.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And there's one down. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Moreno, 25 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. One down, base is empty. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throw into third. Moreno makes the turn at second. Not in time. He's safe.
He was all over that one. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
One down, runner at third. And it's Lourdes Gurriel Jr. And that drops in for a strike. With the go-ahead run at third, here in the bottom of the sixth. Hit in the air, right field. Pajes makes the grab. Runner tags from third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time, and they cut down the run to end the inning.
And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th. Now the third baseman, Kike Hernandez. And that one popped in the air, left field. Thomas sizing it up. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. And next for L.A., Miguel Rojas. And that one fouled off. All tied up here in the top half of inning number 7. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Marte snags it for the second out.
James Outman.
So digging in, James Outman. He is singled and he is flied to left. Up the Fires to first on the run, and they get the out. 3 up, 3 down that time. 7th inning stretch time. All tied up at 3 apiece. Back here in the desert, Alec Thomas now. And a fastball misses outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Here's a new pitcher from the pen, Landon Knack. He's been so good against lefties. That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Around first and hustling for second. Go-ahead run into scoring position as he stops at second.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra bases. Got to feel good about that. Solid swing from start to end. On time with everything. Really good balance. Nice extension. And he met it out front for the line drive knock. Really important at bat coming up now.
So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Geraldo Perdomo getting ready to hit. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Fought off foul. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it drops in. The run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and they take the lead in the 7th.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Carroll, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Runner on the go. Fouled off left side. Knack ready to fire now. Just missed.
That's the ball.
Runner at first with no outs here. Next offering is in for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fly ball pretty well struck out towards right center. That's back. And that one's gone. And this place is rocking. That's his 4th home run of the series. It's 6-3. 1 pitch, 1 swing, 1 home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
And now, Peyton Smith. And he went around. Rule the swing.
Ball.
This has been a rough inning, but sometimes you just got to work through it. Save the rest of that bullpen. Somehow stop the bleeding.
Swing and a line drive and a base hit out into left center field. Throws to second, and he'll pull into second safely.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit. On the
corner for a strike. 0-1. Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another
No ball,
breaking ball.
2 strikes.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Smith, the runner at second with one away. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. And it finds its way through for a hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He'll score. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got an RBI triple.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. There's nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front.
Fly ball center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags for home. That's a sacrifice fly as he comes across, and the lead is up to 5. Next to hit for Arizona, Gabriel Moreno. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck back there. It has the distance. Gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's their second home run of the inning. It's 9-3. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Here's Gurriel. That clips the corner. Swings here and drives one well left field. Way back, and you can forget it. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. His second homer this series, and they add to the lead. It's 10-3.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Next to hit, Alek Thomas. And that one fouled off. So far, 7 runs across in the frame. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Pitch in the dirt, and 1-1. Up the middle, base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Geraldo Perdomo. And first offering is fouled off. Thomas off of first with 2 away. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. No chance for a play, and let's hope the righty's not hurt on the mound. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Squirts away a little bit. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a laser base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone. Ketel Marte will hit next.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Just missed.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact, so not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's bad. And he makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But they take the lead on a huge 7-run outburst. We look ahead. This game's a bit of a blowout, Singy. Let's talk about something random.
Let's do it.
All right, Singy, you've tightened up the hairdo, but back when you played, how valuable was it to have a barber in the clubhouse?
Well, Boog, I'm going to say invaluable. That's how valuable that it was because I was the barber. Yes, I was the team barber, man. I'd be cutting hair 7:05 game. I'd be finishing cutting someone's hair at 6:45.
Whoa.
And I'd ask these guys, you're making millions of dollars. Why can't you go to a stylist and get your hair done? You're coming to the clubhouse pressuring me to cut your hair before a game.
Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. To the right side. And they get Ohtani for the out. Here's Betts. Would they pay you?
No, absolutely not. Not even a meal on the road. So I think it's great now that most of these teams have.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He sends it out of here. It's his 6th home run of the season. It's 10-4.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Base is empty with 2 away. Here's the catcher, Will Smith. He's already homered in this game. Lifted in the air, right center field. Thomas sizes this one up. Squeezes it. And that'll do it. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. And this is now a 10-4 ball game. And we're strike 1.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Inside. And that's ball 2. That one the other way, and it's caught for the out. Next to hit, Josh Naylor, a former first-round pick, and he's really turned into a nice everyday player. And that one in the air, center field, and there's 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Eugenio Suarez. Swings through that one, 0-1.
0-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering down low and in the dirt. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch, appeal to first, and he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning. So 1-2-3 go the Diamondbacks. They're up comfortably, though. It's 10-4. Back here at Chase Field, all set to start the ninth in this one. And here's Freddie Freeman. Burns back to work. Swings through that one for strike one. Burns in his 7th season. He throws a cutter, a curve, a slider, a changeup, and he works in a sinker. Swing and a foul out of play. And they'll do it again. And the 0-2. On the ground to first. And that chance handled. Takes it himself. Now one gone in the ninth. And up next for Los Angeles, Andy Pages.
Right fielder, Andy Pages.
Little bouncer out in front of the plate. Toss to Naylor. Now only one out remaining.
Now batting, third baseman, Kike Hernandez.
Here's Kike Hernandez. 0 for 3 in this one. Right side. And it drops in. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now it's the second baseman, Miguel Rojas. 1 for 3. And there's a foul ball. Hernandez, the runner at first with 2 gone. Hit to right, and that should do it. He's got it. Ball game. And the Diamondbacks take this one in a blowout.
That was a pretty close one until that huge 7th inning really turned things around. The bats just caught on fire, and it seemed like nobody could make it out. Put a lot of runs up, and that propelled them to the win.
10-4 is how it ends. Roger Dodger, ground beef control. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.